Year 3026. We're restoring data fragments from the 21st century, trying to piece together what people back then were actually going through. Human Civilization Archives, Episode 1. File number A21-001. A dead phone. 2:13 a.m. The cache recorded the same gesture 47 times in a row. Swipe up. Pause. Swipe up again. No going back. No rewatching. Never pausing longer than 3 seconds. The intervals were precise and even. It didn't look like choosing. It looked like repeating. At first, we assumed this was just a trace left by low-quality entertainment. Ultra-short clips, rapid switching, it looked almost mechanical. But cross-referenced archives changed that conclusion entirely. Records from the same batch of devices showed this gesture peaked not during leisure. The opposite. Late at night after lights out. During lunch breaks that hadn't really started. In the cracks. Waiting for an elevator. Waiting for a reply. Waiting for the next thing to happen. We kept seeing the same scenes across different devices. Someone lying in bed. Room already dark. Only the screen still glowing. Someone eating while the next clip autoplayed. Someone waiting just a few seconds, instinctively tapping open that glowing portal. In another record, the same person opened short videos over 40 times in 24 hours. Each session under 3 minutes. But combined, nearly 2 hours. We tried to find connections between what they watched. Food, animals, jokes, sports, news. Almost no logic between the topics. This made us suspect the content itself wasn't the point. That's when we started to believe they weren't looking for content at all. So the question became, why did such a busy era create such short entertainment? Later, we tried putting these fragments back into the daily life of a 21st century person. It was an era where attention was constantly shattered. Messages, work, social obligations, notifications, all crashing into the same person at once. They rarely had unbroken time. They rarely had real quiet. In that kind of life, many people didn't have the energy for proper rest. What they could reach was something that needed no preparation, no waiting, and could start instantly. We found a clue in the labor records. Many people worked over 8 hours a day, some much longer. Their rest was chopped into fragments. A 30-minute lunch, a commute, a few minutes before sleep when they still hadn't unwound. Taking a real break had become a luxury. So they did something practical. They invented a substitute that could fit into any crack. And short videos fit that perfectly. Short enough. Fast enough. It never asked a tired person to pull themselves together first. Just lift a hand, light up the screen, and another clip would start immediately. So we finally understood. That touch trail from 2:13 a.m. wasn't evidence of an entertainment preference. It was more like a self-soothing record from a high-pressure era. They weren't always searching for new footage. Most of the time, they were searching for the cheapest, fastest way to breathe. One that didn't require any explanation. Escape the unfinished work. Escape the unanswered messages. Escape that background hum inside their heads that never stopped. Even if only for 10 seconds. We saw the same pattern over and over. A person's day was almost done, but they wouldn't sleep right away. They'd keep scrolling in the dark. 20 minutes. 30. Until their fingers slowed down, and the screen finally went dark. Those extra minutes didn't belong to work or to anyone else. They belonged only to themselves. That might have been the only time all day they didn't owe anything to anyone. Later historians would call the 21st century the beginning of digital life fully merging with the everyday. And these swipe marks are among the most honest artifacts from that turning point. Maybe they weren't swiping the screen. Maybe they were just trying to steal a small moment to breathe before reality tightened its grip again. If you're living in that era right now, the last time you opened a short video, were you actually looking for something to watch? Or were you just too tired?